Today is October 4th, 1:56 a.m. I'm reviewing yesterday's action with a going through my watch list, and I'm looking at a certain chart formation, and I'm observing it, and I thought something was quite interesting. What I've noticed is on this chart, essentially this is previous day's high, which carries over to today's chart formation. This is previous, okay, this is previous day's low, and this is previous day's close, okay? That's the close. And somehow it's respecting this close. So if I was trading based on the fact that uh, it gapped down and I shorted, what I what I will rudely awaken to is the fact that it drops and then starts climbing back up, which means that whatever I bought is going to be red territory. I don't know when it's going to stop, okay? Based on this chart formation, because these things come afterwards. And then, so the idea of jumping right in, based on the fact that it is gapped down and thinking that it's going to go down, initially that's correct, but that's difficult to to understand because there could be some orders that are being bought at this point. Okay, it's underneath the VWAP. However, there's this one area that I could have been looking for to see what it would do in these key component areas. Uh, so, so essentially, I'm looking at this area, and that's one area that that I could have looked at in order to make the right trades. So right here would have been a very good trade right there. That would have been, if I were to have caught on to the fact that the market was respecting the previous day's close. This is indicating that is respecting the previous day's close. And when it respects the previous day's close, then seeing these red candles, I would just start buying the put. It starts going down. And I would have, and these little bumps, which are still, when I look at it, this is lower than this, and this is lower than this, and this is lower than this is lower than this. So essentially, throughout the whole day, it is forming a downtrend from here all the way here. Okay, all the way down here, essentially, based on this characteristic, based on the formation that I see uh, with this, with this chart here. Okay, so that means that uh, I could have, based on the X, I would be obviously looking at it. I would enter with a put, look at it, look at it, look at it. Do I need to get out? It's popping back up. Okay, so how would I tell that I need to hold? So if I were to hold, if it went up a little bit more, I would have to gauge what would happen. It's being, so it's essentially what's happening here, right here. It is establishing a support right there. Uh-huh. People are thinking, okay, so this is the bottom which initially created the support. It dropped all the way down to here, and I have to be observing what happens in this territory to figure out whether I need to keep the stock or not to keep the stock based on the behavior of this range. When it pops back and when it went down and went back up, I have to wonder, is it going to keep going down or is it going to keep going up? So it's respecting the support. It is also respecting this support here. See how it is supporting this region right here? So there's like supports that are being created. Perhaps if I were to look at maybe the 5-day, am I looking at it right here? I'm not seeing anything. Maybe I'll look at a 10-day. I'll look at a 10-day, 10-minute chart. Oh, this is fresh low. So essentially, it's creating its own little area of support. See, look at that. So I would say based on this, I would get in, buy a put here. That's how I would have traded. Put in, get in here, and then look at here, and then look at this previous location where the support was, and see what it does around that region. Okay. So if I look at here, if somehow it started to go up, where would the support be? Where would the resistance be? Right back where this is, right? Where would it be? There isn't any. So it would be up here, but it doesn't go up. It started keep going down. And then it started to hug this support area, and then finally it broke in this region here, all the way through. But it would have taken about 11:30 from here. So approximately about 3 hours from this point to this point to make. So I would definitely have gotten out of here somewhere around here, right? That would have been the smart thing to do. So I would be in a trade for maybe from 7:50 to maybe 9 o'clock. So approximately about a 2 hour, actually 1 hour trade. That's how things could be seen.